What's up, guys? It's your boy Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past few days. We do have some big topics to discuss. Firstly, Nico Williams is signing for Barcelona next week. I am gassed. Cannot wait. Been waiting for so long. We have some updates around that saga, how Athletic Club have been moving very scummy. Also, Nico Williams, very most likely not to be our only winger signing. We are in the market for another one. Perišić was a strong option. He is now renewed with PSV, which means that Rashford is now gaining ground. We'll talk about that. Lots and lots of exit updates around Barcelona for the first team and for the B team. We have updates on another wonder kid from Brazil that we're looking to sign in Z Lucas, where Deco is working on this deal, being offered the player. He wants to sign him now while he's 17, loan him back, and then bring the Barcelona when he is 18. Renewal updates as well on Konate, Frankie, Eric, Chesney, Inigo, some other general news around Barcelona as well. Some big updates, I must say, on the kit for next season with the home kit release, the 4th El Clasico kit, Lamines, new number, we'll talk about that, FFP update as well, and finally the big announcement of the return to the Spotlight Camp Nou has been confirmed for August the 10th, and we will talk about what's going to be played that day and all the details around our return back home. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below, and let's try and get to 200 likes on this video. It would be very much appreciated. And also, if you are new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, before we get into this video is sponsored by Number One Foot. Number One Foot is by far the best replica jersey website on the market, and it's not even close. They have a variety of different items at the absolute best prices. They sent me 2 kits recently. First one is the retro Barcelona kit, the home kit, which I'm currently wearing right now, and also as well the second kit for that season in the blue edition. Oh my god, like the stitching is fantastic, the quality is, superb. Feels like I have the actual, original kit for a fraction of the price. And if you use the discount code BOY at checkout, you do get 10% off your order. That's BOY. Use it at checkout, and all orders above $80 as well will receive free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Hit the top link in the description down below and get your new football kits today. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past few days. The first topic we're going to discuss is going to be Barcelona's next summer signing in Nico Williams. Next week is going to be the week where Nico Williams will sign for Barcelona. There's been a lot of drama around his signing over the past few days as well. We will discuss that alongside some topical news. First, coming in from Ben Aye saying that Barcelona has not yet set a specific date for completing the Nico Williams deal, but the club will work within its capabilities at all times. Also, Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that Barcelona are planning to pay the release clause of Nico Williams on either July the 1st or the 2nd, of course, when the financial year restarts in football. Barcelona want him there for pre-season, and this also was confirmed by a Bilbao journalist with Marc as well, that the idea from Barcelona's perspective and Nico Williams is to pay the release clause to Athletic Club on either July the 1st or July the 2nd. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona has made a firm decision to sign Nico Williams, but will delay paying his €58 million plus CPI clause until July to account for it in the 25-26 financial year. The club aims to finalize the deal before Atletic's preseason begins, I believe is July the 9th, something like that. El Chiringuito came out saying that Nico Williams apparently has already informed Athletic Club regarding his decision to play for Barcelona. That was, I think, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano as well. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that as per the early reports, Athletic will only demand the payment be made in one go rather than in installments, which even Barcelona has already accepted at this point. Athletic is still hoping Nico will accept their renewal offer, which includes a higher salary and better tax treatment than that of Barcelona, but the forward is very clear on his matter. Also, as already reported, Barcelona plans to activate the release clause either July the 1st or July the 2nd. Jordan Miro also confirmed that Athletic Club have been informed by Nico Williams' agent that his intention is to play for Barcelona, and he will leave as his release clause is activated and Barcelona are cleared. They're going to wait for the financial year to end, and then they're going to go out there and pay his release clause. And according to reports as well, Nico Williams is already preparing a farewell video for Athletic Club. Romano also came out saying that Nico and his agent have indeed informed Bilbao about his desire to join Barcelona. Athletic, although, are still not open to installments. On the other hand, Barcelona and Nico Williams already have an agreement done until 2031. Then we got a bit of crazy news. This is where the drama kind of flipped the script. Candacer came out breaking news, and Athletic reportedly does not believe Barcelona is in the one rule. They don't want to see Barcelona just pay the fee around 60 million and just take Nico. Thus, they want to oversee the operation and demand La Liga and the Federation to prevent the transfer from taking place unless the Catalonia club is in the 1-1 rule. And when this report came out, this kind of shocked everybody, but a big historic club in Spain with an embarrassing attitude like this. Also, kind of theory said that Atletic want to take the responsibility of Nico staying to the ultimate conclusion, so that's completely fine by them, despite being reportedly informed by Nico and his agent of his desire to leave Bilbao and play for Barcelona. Atletic categorically deny that when the player signed his renewal last summer, he had any promises to facilitate his departure this year. Now, following Atletic club planning to go to La Liga and ask about Barcelona's situation in terms of one rule, João Laporta was asked this in the media, that we had some sort of, anniversary assembly or something like that. He said, look, I don't understand the reaction from the Athletic club, and I believe with all due respect, each party should mind their own business. Again, he gave no context, just answered that nobody should be inquiring about anybody in terms of clubs. Following this, Cope did come out saying that Athletic has reportedly indeed been informed by the agent of Nico Williams his desire to leave, and the release clause being paid, again, either 1st or 2nd of July. There's a lot of reiteration there. Franco Raz came out saying that Nico Williams will 100% be Barcelona's next summer signing. The club is fully prepared to activate his release clause, pay it in full next week, and again, there's no liquidation problems as well. The funds are there. Mundo Deportivo also said that Atletic indeed want to inform La Liga and the Federation during the Lexino Assembly in Madrid of its intention to audit Barcelona's accounts to verify whether it is in the 1-1 rule or not. Although reported they've not done so yet, it remains to be seen whether they do it or not. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They've only gotten fucking down. They released an official statement. This is an official statement from Athletic Club, Athletic Bilbao, saying that, yeah, we ran to La Liga and asked about Barcelona. They said in their statement that this came after Deco's comments. So they found a little bit of a loophole. So of course I covered Deco's interview in a separate video on Monday where he was talking about the future, and he did name drop Nico Williams alongside other players as well, like Luis Diaz, multiple times. They used that as a way to get into La Liga that shows up more of a case, which again is valid. I think Deco is incorrect for dropping it. And I even said when I reacted to the video, why is he name dropping players like this as if it's absolutely nothing? He shouldn't be doing that. So they found that loophole, but again, their action is just embarrassing. They want to see if Barcelona can register him. That's not your fucking business. At the end of the day, if we pay the release clause, that's it. There's no negotiation. There's no mumbo jumbo. Next time, make his release clause higher. It has whether we can pay Nico Williams' release clause and just let him go for free. Like, go sign for Manchester United, Manchester City, PSG for free. We activate you. You're free from Bilbao. Do as you wish. Come work as a janitor for Barcelona. That's not your business. At the end of the day, the release clause has been paid. You've been paid in full. There's no installment payments. They have no way to stop. This is them just clawing, trying to create some drama. Maybe you gotta show Nico Williams, look, they can't even register you, bro. Just stay here on our money and stuff. Like, this is all part of the game. But this is very, very, very embarrassing by a historical club like Athletic Club. And I tell you what, the relationship between Barcelona and Athletic Club is at an all-time low, and I think at a point at now where there is no return. Mundo Deportivo confirmed that La Liga has provided Athletic with generic information, no more than what is already publicly known. So that is very good from La Liga. Thank God Javier Tebas is not that big of a twat, because if he told Athletic Club, oh yeah, here's all Barcelona's numbers, you guys can take a look and tell me what you think, they kept the professional as they should, because that is illegal. Javier Tebas has repeatedly publicly emphasized that Barcelona currently is in the 1-1 rule, which we already know. He won't even shut up about it. La Liga has regulations authority. It cannot and has not shared details about the financial status of another club, that is Barcelona or Athletic, because it isn't allowed to do so. So again, they've asked Athletic have basically said, yo, La Liga, are Barca in the 1-1 rule? And Javier Tebas said, look, I said publicly they're not yet, but whether they're close to it or far away from it is none of your business. So everything has been, handled correctly. Registration of players is completely different from paying the release clause. Players themselves pay the release clause amount to La Liga to break the contract bond between themselves and their former club, as was done with João Garcia recently. Again, look at João Garcia. That's a perfectly same situation. Again, Athletic Club have no way to stop it. We can pay it. A businessman can pay it. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, anybody can pay Nico Williams' release clause. It doesn't have to be a club, but once he plays it, he is free from Bilbao, and they cannot do anything to stop it. Romano then came out and said that Athletic are fighting very, very hard to keep Nico in Bilbao. They are really trying, although Barcelona's position is unchanged even after the statement. Barcelona wants to pay the release clause for Nico Williams as soon as possible. The when and how of the deal depends on technicalities with La Liga, but Barcelona does not react to Athletic's statement as we shouldn't. Following this, Laporta was speaking again in the media, and he was asked on this entire situation. He was asked on whether Barcelona is prepared to pay the release clause. Look, Barcelona is prepared to do whatever it wants in the market. If an opportunity involving a release clause, we will do what is appropriate. He was then asked on Athletic statement, saying that, look, everyone does what they think they want to do. We are doing what Barca has to do when it comes to taking advantage of opportunities that are on the market and following our football director and what our coach tells us. So they're saying, look, they're trying to do what they're going to do, and we're going to do what we're going to do. And let's see who wins. Yeah, I have nothing more to say about Athletic. Let them do what they want to do. I respect what they do, as I expect them to respect us and what we do. And then he was asked on stating that he's open to whatever Athletic want La Liga to do. He said, look, since they have nothing to hide for those who supervise us, there's no problem, but we do not want everyone to be treated the same standard that there is. We feel neither harmed nor, pressured. We do our own thing. So very, very good there from the president. And finally, Carlos Monfront, who's been probably the number one source around Barcelona this window, he came out about what Nico Williams has done behind the scenes to get this move facilitated. There's been some quotes that he's dropped saying these are from Nico Williams, saying that I want to join Barcelona this time no matter what. I regret what happened last year. I don't care about registration issues or neither financial situations. I really want to play for them. So we've got the player on our side. So again, this comes down to a release clause. We'll wait and see what happens next week. But Athletic Club are moving a bit in a pricky way, to say the least. I think it's quite embarrassing from them as big a club as they are in Spain. But this deal is going to be getting done next week, and I cannot wait for those Bilbao tears from the media, from the club, from the fans. We will be there. So stay tuned next week. Next week, we are going to be getting the here we go confirmation release clause payment of Nico Williams. And at some point next week, he will be officially a Barcelona player. Now, Nico Williams will not be the only winger most likely that we will sign this summer. The club are also in the market for another winger opportunity that the transfer market presents itself. One of them was going to be Ivan Perisic, but Perišić has decided not to wait, and he has renewed his contract with PSV Eindhoven. This has been confirmed by all the media in Netherlands and also from Fabrizio Romano, who actually exclusively revealed this. So Perišić did not wait. He waited a week or two. Didn't want to waste his time. Well, fair enough to him. He signed a 2-year deal. They go 1+1 with PSV. So he's no longer an option, which of course just means that Marcus Rashford is the likely suitable candidate. Ben Jacobs and Alex Crook of Talk Sport have come out saying that Barcelona are considering a loan move for Marcus Rashford, with Hansi Flick believing Rashford's versatility makes him a very attractive proposal in addition to the top target in Nico Williams. Rashford prefers a move to Barcelona and is open to playing a central role under Flick. He has no future at Old Trafford under Amorim, but Manchester United want £40 million for him. It remains to be seen if they'll sanction a loan. So again, all about the long game here. They will sanction a loan at some point. Man United right now asking for 40 million Great British pounds, with probably what, like 50 million euros, which no way are we paying that for a wash Rashford. We'll take him for free, half his salary covered, minimum, maximum I would say as well. We can finesse him to cover less than half his salary. A little bit of a Aubameyang 2.0, that would be absolutely wonderful. But I think come August, this deal will pick up pace. I think for July right now, we're going to focus on Nico Williams, maybe a fullback, some departures as well. Then, of course, have our focus on actual preseason. It will suck that Rashford will not be able to join that, but again, it's all part of the long game. Unless United come to Barcelona and say, hey, look, loan right now, 50-50 coverage of a salary, take it or leave it, which, of course, they will not do. Then I don't think the deal will be done at any point before the start of La Liga season, to be honest. I see this last 2-3 weeks of August, definitely. So I have no problem with Barcelona, and I think Barcelona also has as well have no problem keeping with the long game here. So we'll wait and see how things do turn out. But Barcelona are still keeping their eye on a potentially another winger this summer alongside Nico Williams, and right now Rashford is the main option. Now, speaking of market opportunities, there could be one next summer for Barcelona in Ibrahima Konate, who will be a free agent according to Santi Auna of Foot Mercado, where he will not be renewing his contract with Liverpool, which expires in 2026 next year. And right now, several top clubs are keeping an eye on the situation. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich as well. Nobody actually concrete, but they are keeping an eye on him. He's one of course, the top center backs in the Premier League, easily top, 20 center backs in the world, and he will be for free next summer. Again, in terms of Barcelona, I think we could potentially be interested if there are some sales. Of course, next summer, I expect Inigo to leave. I think by then, we'll wait and see how Araujo does. I think next season is probably his last season. Not Christensen or Eric Garcia will be here, so we might be needing a center back next summer, and one being for free screams Barcelona's name for sure. So we saw some general interest, some strong interest as well. Things can definitely materialize. Apparently PSG are also tracking him as well, since he is French. That will maybe have a strong connection. I think there will be some good competition as well for Konate, because a lot of the top center backs in the world now are kind of aging a little bit. So I can definitely see him being kind of a hot commodity next summer. So wait and see, keep your eyes on it. Of course, way too early to tell. I think Barcelona have not even done anything of the sort. This will probably be like something we can watch out for after the transfer window ends, maybe around September, October time. But keep your eyes on Konate, who is set to be a free agent next summer. And finally, another player that Barcelona are tracking is a Brazilian wonderkid in Zé Lucas. It initially broke from Felix Diaz of Marca, who's of course my #1 source in regards to Real Madrid news. He came out saying that Barcelona reportedly in talks to sign Zé Lucas, who plays as a midfielder for Sport Recife and is the captain of the Brazil under-17 team and is a regular Serie A Brasileiro player despite being just 17. The dialogue between Barcelona and Sport have evolved significantly and has a positive revolution expected soon. Carlos Monfront, #1 source from Barcelona right now, probably also confirmed that 17-year-old Brazilian wonder kid Zé Lucas has been offered to Barcelona. The sporting director of his current team traveled to Barcelona to discuss the matter. If a deal is reached, the player may have to stay in Brazil for another year due to the EU rules barring non-EU minors from registering before the age of 18. So most likely we'll sign them, then kind of loan him back kind of thing, and then he can join later on Barca Atletic. But another top talent, hopefully he can become something. This could be the first time where I mention him where he does evolve into something greater and bigger, but keep your eyes on that as he is approaching a move to Barcelona. Let's discuss some of the players that have been rumored to be leaving Barcelona over the past few days. First up, we have some confirmed departures from the B team from Barca Atletic. Firstly, Sergi Dominguez off to Dinamo Zagreb for 1.2 million plus a 20% sell-on clause. That deal is completed, just waiting for the official deal to, of course, be official by both clubs. But that deal is done. I think he's doing his medical this weekend. That deal was, of course, advanced and done very, very quickly. I wish Sergio Dominguez all the best. Nice little money coming in for Barcelona as well. Another sale is also expected and will be taking place in Noah Darvik. Plenty Goal Sky Germany broke the news and he's off to Stuttgart, and as a done deal, it's going to be a low fee with the sell-on clause, and no release clause is going to be included, no buyback option for Barcelona as well. It is a permanent deal for a small fee. There's nothing that Barcelona will get, maybe a sell-on clause potentially. So that deal is going to be advancing quickly as well. I think we bought Noah for about, I want to say 2 to 5 million, somewhere right like that. I don't think we spent more than 5. I think we spent 5 on him. So if we get maybe that back for him with a little bit of a selling clause, maybe like less. It didn't really work out for him. He's been at 2 years at Barcelona and like, it hasn't really came to fruition. He did really well at the Olympics where Ibrahima Konate got like his chance, I think last fall, but again, nothing really fruition with Barca Atletic. No real advantages there, so we've moved on from him. I think Stuttgart are first division team in the Bundesliga as well, so a good move to him back to his homeland as well. And the final departure is Andre Astrolaga, who is going to be moving to Granada on loan for the season. He's going to be having his medicals this weekend. That deal should be confirmed at some point next week. So 3 sales in total, one being a loan with Astrolaga, then Noah Darvik and Sergio Dominguez going for small fees. So not too bad there. We could be having some more ins and outs around Barca Athletic because, of course, PK's Andorra has been promoted to the second division, and PK has personally contacted Barcelona to approach and see if they have any players that they want to loan to his team in order to give them some minutes and experience. Shout out Jerry for that, absolute freaking legend. So he's asked Barcelona, you got any players that you want to see, take on to, of course, help us and to help them grow their careers. We're more than happy to, discuss. So he's kind of made that first approach. We'll wait and see if there's any confirmation of players going the way of Andorra. So keep your eyes on that. There'll be some good minutes for them in the second division where they hope to at least stay up. Maybe they can push for mid-table. Maybe they can push to get promoted to La Liga. We'll wait and see. But that's, of course, the team Andorra, I think 98% owned by PK, if I'm not mistaken, or I definitely think he has a majority, but he's, of course, that's contacted Barcelona about that. So we'll wait and see if there's going to be any more departures from the B team, but already a few going recently, even some previously. Juk Glasgow with Celta Vigo was officially announced as well, so we got about 100,000 euros from that, which is good. So wait and see how things do turn out, but more exits and incomings are expected for the B team. Now, in regards to the first team, we of course have one confirmed departure as of late, which is Ansu Fati. His move to Monaco is being finalized, should be confirmed, I would say, by either today or tomorrow. But when I made the Here We Go video, we weren't quite sure about what the salary split would be. Of course, on 150,000 euros per week. The question is, what was it? I said, and I told you in that video, I've been told it's 50, and it was confirmed shortly afterwards by everybody in the media, saying that it will be a 50-50 split. Initially, Monaco only wanted to cover 30%, but Barcelona refused. In the end, they decided to match in the middle and split it evenly. So I think that is fair. But again, buy option is there for Monaco, and if they do buy him, there is a buyback option for Barcelona. No percent of a future sale if they do buy him, just simply a buyback option for Barcelona. So I wish Ansu Fati nothing but success there, and I still believe he can have a career at Barcelona if he goes there and explodes it, because again, Rashford may come in on loans. We're gonna need maybe another left winger in the future, but again, salary split being 50-50 is perfect for me, and I think this will be a good move for Ansu Fati, and hopefully he has success in France. The next likely departure from the first team will be Pablo Torre. He is finalizing his future, and it looks like a move to Mallorca is very likely. Jonathan Romero has come out saying that Barcelona and Mallorca are negotiating terms for Pablo Torre to join Barcelona, decided hours ahead, as they do want to finalize this before the end of the financial year on Monday, June the 30th. The formula right now is that Barcelona want to sell him with a buyback option and a percent of a future sale. Fernando Polo also confirmed this as well, and also Gabriel Sanz mentioned that they are also interested in Rooney Bargi. He also mentioned that yes, the Mallorca are talking about Pablo Torre, and they also inquired at that time for Rooney Bargi, if of course when his move is finalized by Barcelona. And then recently we're hearing that the deal is very, very close. Carlos Monfront came out saying that unless there's a late twist, Pablo Torre's transfer will cost about 5 million euros, with Barcelona and Mallorca each holding 50% of his right. The only detail left to finalize is the price of a buyback option. The personal terms between Pablo Torre and Mallorca are nearly done. Now both clubs are working quickly to try and finalize this before Monday. So this deal will be happening. I'll hopefully have a here we go video once this deal does actually drop and confirm. 5 million for 50% of his rights is absolutely fantastic. You get the money that you already invested back from him, what was it, 3 seasons ago, and you also have another 50% to play with as well. Whether you buy him back with that 50%, and Mallorca, of course, some in the future we get 50% of that fee, a buy option there as well. I think this is a fantastic formula by Barcelona. The only worry I do have is Pablo Torre playing against Barcelona fucking cooking us. That's my only worry. I don't think we could put a fear clause in a deal where we do end up selling him, which is not really fair for Mallorca as well. But that's my only concern. He comes against Barcelona, comes at the Camp Nou, we're at home, Mallorca's home game. He cooks us and we drop points. Well, God forbid. But that's my only real concern, because I do believe in Pablo Torre that much. So we'll wait and see. Again, this move is moving very quickly. We'll wait and see what the final deals are. Right now looking like a sale for 5 million for 50% of his rate, which means that we do have a 50% sell on clause, and then there's going to be a buyback option in there as well. I would guess somewhere in the region of 15 to 25. I wouldn't pay more than 25. I think we can get 15, 20. That'll be good. So wait and see what happens with Torre. But again, his move is advancing quickly, and we are expecting him to leave the club before Monday. Now, a player who is on the chopping block for Barcelona, but he's pushing very hard to stay, is Andreas Christensen. Candacera have come out saying that Christensen wants to stay at Barcelona no matter what. He has 1 year left on his contract and intends to fulfill it. He has rejected offers from Saudi. Now, whether he stays Barcelona or not in the future remains to be seen, but he wants to stay for the last year of his contract, which means, of course, he came for free. He'll end up leaving for free, which in the end, it doesn't really doesn't hurt Barcelona. Of course, it would be better if we sell him now for even like 5-10 million. That way you just make pure profit on him, especially for FFP. But if he does stay, it's not really the end of the world. But Bruno Portillo team came out saying that AC Milan are reportedly targeting Christensen. As per reports in Italy, the priority for the center back is for them is someone from Parma, but he's a good experienced one on the market as well, and they are wary and attentive to the situation. It could be a lot like Lenglet over the past few years, that if a top team comes in and calls for him, it might tempt him, especially with Barcelona already saying to him, we don't really want you anymore. But I still believe that Christensen is a fantastic. I think we talked about Ibrahima Konate, right? I believe full peak of both two players, Christensen is better than Konate. The issue is that Christensen just never fit, and that's the reality of it. I think the worrying thing about Barcelona actually is that he does preseason and gets injured, and we can't even sell him anymore. That would be a big concern. Then we'll have to wait for January. Then we'll have to really force him out in 30 days. I mean, we probably won't get back anything for him. Maybe like 2 million, especially with him being, of course the quality is there, but him being inconsistent, stuff like that will definitely hinder the price tag. So we'll wait and see. I think preseason can definitely save Christensen if he performs well and presses like we saw with Inigo Martinez last summer. So keep your eyes on it. It's still developing. Barcelona is still on the favorite side of him, leaving, but Christensen himself is still on the side of staying. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Szczesny, Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying that Tech's contract extension is agreed upon and settled, although it hasn't been made official yet. Tech is also waiting to see how Ter Stegen's contract situation is resolved. Again, Szczesny is 2 days away, 3 days away from no longer being an official Barcelona player, but apparently the deal is agreed, but he won't sign until he wait and see what happens with Ter Stegen. I mean, again, as long as we got Joel Garcia, so I'm happy. Ter Stegen and Tech can battle it out for all I care, to be honest. I do prefer Tech, so we'll wait and see on that, but he wants to wait and see what happens to Ter Stegen, by all means. Next update, Inigo Martinez, Gabriel Sanz also came out saying that Inigo's contract situation is being addressed at Barcelona. He's already signed a 1-year extension until 2026. There have been contacts with his camp, although a certain period of time of inactivity, but talks have now resumed. So apparently Barcelona are looking to renew his contract again, which I think is strange. I don't think Inigo can hack it at the top level past next season. I think that maybe they just want him there for a leader, experience, a warrior in the dressing room perhaps, but I would really calm down on, advancing a renewal already when they already renewed him until 2026. He will not leave. If we want him to stay, he'll wait, like Szczesny is now 3 days before his deal ends and will cause no fuss. So I don't think we should be rushing it too much. I mean, we'll wait and see. If he's absolutely cooking next season, we might have to. That's just my personal opinion, my prediction. I think him and Lewandowski will drop off significantly from last season's performances, but we'll wait and see. I could be wrong. Again, a renewal that I do hope and pray happens by this weekend is the renewal of Frankie de Jong. Laporta was out golfing with Ronald Koeman. They've apparently made up, they've made out, they played some golf, everybody's happy now, they're no longer beefing each other. Hopefully we get no more dicks from Koeman and his Dutch national team press conferences, because now apparently they've made up, they're playing golf and everyone's happy. But he was asked on Frankie's renewal during his golf with Koeman to look, we want to keep Frankie here for many more years. He's a reference in this team, as Ronald Koeman says he is. I hope he continues. He himself also wants to. I know he is very happy at Barcelona. I don't see many problems with this renewal. It's just about timing now. We really want to get this done before the financial year ends, so hopefully we can do so, and hopefully the deal is more advanced than us fans think it is. But right to Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then you're pretty much done. So hopefully we can get this done as soon as possible. Next renewal update is on Jules Koundé. Gabriel Sanz has come out saying that Koundé's contract, of course, runs out until 2027. Barcelona want to extend it by 1 more season. Both Koundé and Barcelona are possibly inclined towards the extension. Talks are progressing, although a bit slowly. For 1 more season, you're having a fucking laugh. You're talking about one of the best 1v1, if not the best 1v1 defender in the world, and you only want to renew him for 1 more season. Hopefully this is just a little bit of a mistranslation. I think that's very disrespectful for Jules Koundé, but again, we know this is going to be a renewal that's going to be focused in that first half of the season from September until December, kind of like what we had with Araujo and Gavi and Pedri and Kubarsi last season, because right now Frankie's more of a priority with his wages. Rafa was with the interest. Lamine, of course, is Lamine. So I think Koundé understands that as well, so hopefully we can get that sorted out. And he's pretty much on the same boat, I would say, as Eric Garcia. Gabriel Sanz also came out saying that Eric Garcia's contract expires in 2026. It is confirmed reportedly that talks are ongoing with the player's side, although they are not willing to make any move as of now. So talks are there with Eric. We'll wait and see. It is quite a difficult one since his role in the squad, I would say, is still a little bit in limbo, but still a talented player that if he accepts a squad role, I see absolutely no issue whatsoever. So wait and see what does take place with Eric Garcia alongside the other renewals that I mentioned as well, but a lot of them are progressing in the positive direction. Let's now discuss some injury updates around the first team at Barcelona. The only injury player right now is, I believe, Bernal. I think Koundé is already recovered. Ter Stegen, of course, is recovered. I don't think anybody else is injured. But having Miguel from AS came out saying the roadmap points to Marc Bernal returning early in August, a month ahead of schedule. The midfielder also shortened his vacation and will return to Centro Deportivo Joan Gamper on July the 1st instead of the 13th. There is no setbacks. He will travel to the Asia Tour, where he will gradually rejoin the group training. So very unlikely that he'll actually play a game in Asia, but hopefully the plan is for him to train with the group in Asia for those summer training sessions. Hopefully be fit for August. Probably won't play for Barcelona until September. Very similar to what happened with Gavi last season. I expect him to come back like for the first team on the pitch probably after the September international break. I think would be a perfect time, maybe a little bit before that, but somewhere I think around there. So I'm very happy to have Bernal back. He's going to be as a new signing, and he's going to be, I think, a huge impact for his future. I think in that second half of the season we'll really see the talent and ability of him. let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past few days. First, we do have some news in regards to the kits. Of course, we already know what they're going to look like, but there's some details about it that we still don't know. Mundo Deportivo came out saying the new kit for the upcoming season will be available for purchase on the 2nd of July. It's reportedly that it will have a vertical blue stripe, blah, blah, blah. The purple one will come out later on, the Kobe Bryant one, on the Asia Tour. So it should be release promos and all that jazz July the 1st. And then on the 2nd, will be available for purchase. So this probably makes me think that we're not going to buy, we won't activate Nico Williams' release clause until the 30th. Because you want people to see the new kit. Oh, Nico Williams, finally, I'm going to get the new kit, 17, Nico Williams, blah, blah, blah. That is what the club is planning for. Very, very smart by them. And again, Kobe Bryant kit will come out somewhere around the Asia Tour time. Still yet to be confirmed yet. But there will be also a third kit, which is not the orange one I'm talking about. That one will come out around September. But the fourth kit is a new addition for Barcelona this season. According to memorabilia on Twitter, Barcelona will have a special fourth kit branded for just the El Clasicos, and it will be inspired by the legendary match on November 19, 2005, when Barcelona thrashed Real Madrid 3-0 at the Bernabeu. Of course, the Ronaldinho show, and he gave the details about that game. So we're expecting a kit that looks like that to be our El Clasico kit. Whether it be El Clasico just for La Liga or not remains to be seen. And I'm also very curious to know now what Barcelona will do for the Spotify logo, because of course during the Clasico we changed the sponsor to whatever artist is with us. Are we going to have those kits with the artists? We're not going to do artists next year. That is still a little bit of a question mark in my opinion. We'll wait and see. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but there will be 4 kits next season, 3 primary with the first team, then 1 specific El Clasico kit. We're at least guaranteed, I would say, 3 El Clasicos, 2 in La Liga, probably 1 in the Super Cup. Not guaranteed, but I think very, 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 very likely. Whether we face in the Copa del Rey or the Champions League remains to be seen, but at least you'll see this kit minimum, I would say 3, but minimum 2 times. And I'm very, very excited to see how it looks. I'm expecting it to look like the one you can see here on the screen that Ronaldinho thrashed Real Madrid in 2005, but maybe with a bit of a modern twist to it. We haven't seen the official images yet. And finally, in regards to the kits as well, when they are officially launched next week, we are expecting Lamine Yamal, quiero más. Lamine Yamal is getting 10. It's already been confirmed now. Ansu is going on loan. He went on loan before the kit came out. Everything points to Lamine Yamal getting number 10. Apparently, Barcelona may hold on to announce it until his renewal is announced on his birthday. Which again, his renewal already signed, already agreed. It's just not official yet until he officially turns 18. So they might wait for that day to reveal that he's the new number 10. I don't think they will. I think the promo, I think that at least the promo will hint at it some way, somehow. Maybe they won't just really show it, but I think they will hint at it. But Lamine Yamal is going to be getting the legendary number 10 kit for next season. Now, the biggest news, in my opinion, over the past few days has been the official announcement of us returning home, us returning to Mi Casa, the Spotify Camp Nou. We will be back there August the 10th for the Joan Gamper. Not only did Barcelona announce the date for the return, they've also confirmed the date for the Joan Gamper, August the 10th. We are back at the Spotify Camp Nou, confirmed and official by the club. The promo video they made was fantastic. I don't know who did it, but whoever did it, keep them on and give them a promotion. Following that, we got some details about it, like Barcelona going through the proper measures and stuff like that. They're still apparently keeping an eye on the Montjuic in the event the stadium doesn't get approved fully. All this, kind of stuff. They're working at, I think the initial capacity will be 25,000. It'll jump to 60 once La Liga starts, things of that nature. Laporta did talk about the return to Spotify Camp Nou, saying that we are scheduled to return home for the Gamper on the 10th. It'll be a limited capacity initially, which we want to do for now. We'll see how the capacity grows, and I hope that for the first official match, the capacity will increase. So again, we're expecting 25-30K for the Joan Gamper, hopefully around 50-60 for the first La Liga game. The process is ongoing. We've been working on this for months now, and there is no unforeseen circumstances. The Gamper will be on the 10th at the Camp Nou. Again, for unforeseen circumstances, we hopefully will not entail anything. They're waiting now for, UEFA and La Liga approval. Again, peak will be 60K at some point. And again, this will be 60K from now until the summer of 2026. By the summer of 2026, the stadium will be 100% completed, barring the roof, according to the Vice President of Economics, Elena Fort. She said that the stadium will 100% be done by the summer of 2026. Again, during this following season, there will be construction around the Camp Nou, but we will still be playing games there and stuff like that. So, very, very, very excited. I hate the Montjuic. Cannot wait to get rid of it. It had some good moments last season, like 1 or 2, but 2 years, 9 out of 10 has been shite. The stadium, the pitch, the trip there, the moments we've had there have not been great. Overall, I think we had maybe the only two moments I would say that were really good was the win against Bayern Munich and then that 4-3 Clasico. Those are the only two, memorable moments I have from the Monge week. Nothing else really. When the Joao score when they first came was nice. Napoli game I guess was okay. Maybe Celta Vigo, final, winning the game on penalties, stuff like that. But that's all like, opinionated. I think what's clear is the Bayern and the Madrid game. But Camp Nou, we're going back. Thank God for that, and I cannot wait to be there and to watch the games from that stadium. And the final topic that I want to discuss for an end off this video is in regards to the 1-1 rule. Again, La Liga are saying that Barcelona are not there yet, but Joan Laporta is still adamant in the fact that we are there. Maybe not officially there, but we are there in terms of legalization, paperwork, and funds. He said, look, we're working on being the 1-1 rule. We were already in it in the winter market. All the steps have been taken to be able to sign normally, to not be, financially intervened with the fair play as would happen until last winter. We have to comply with certain parameters, which is what we are doing, and depending on what we will be able to sign and register the 2 players we want to sign as well, of course, Joel Garcia and Nico Williams. So he's saying that we're basically there, just waiting for the final legalization, the parameters, and going through the right steps. The Liga keeps saying that we're not there, which we aren't. Probably as of this current moment, we are not there, but everything is in place for us to be there. Once the financial year hits on July the 1st, all that will be put into work in terms of procedures. But I think 1-1 rule will not be an issue, hopefully, this summer for Barcelona in terms, of course, of financial fair play. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past few days. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course in the comments down below as well. Let me know your thoughts on everything we did discuss. Main thing I want to know, firstly, Nico Williams, are you excited for next week? Think Bilbao are a bit scummy for what they've done. Secondly, on the other winger option with no Perisic, are you happy with Rashford? Would you go for anyone else, and would you go and sign anyone at all? Thirdly, on Z Lucas, your thoughts on his ability. Think he's adequate enough to be for Barcelona? And finally, your thoughts on that return to the Camp Nou. You think it'll be as easy as Laporta has made it seem to be, or you think there will be some complications that come with it? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.